Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 daily news video with me, your host, Blackwell. This is BlackwellTV. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. It is Friday, the 20th of August. Got a little bit to sort of talk to you about off sort of the game, but you know, still related to the game. So we'll go over the daily challenges, the Atomic Store, and the daily ops first. Then we'll talk about Fallout Worlds and QuakeCon. Because obviously QuakeCon's happening at the moment, so it'd be worth just dipping our toe into that and giving a bit of maybe feedback or insight or, you know, opinion on that. So first of all, let's check the store. So nothing new in the store apart from on the end, you've got the Gold Mr. Fuzzy Kitty Ride for 250 atoms. That's available for a day only, and a free scrap kit if you want it for any of your characters. We'll pick that up. Store's exactly the same, it's unchanged. There's no QuakeCon bundle here or here. There's nothing in here at all for QuakeCon, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe it was an oversight or something that they didn't have time to plan. So there it is. Right, we're going to be jumping on our main, hitting play and going into adventure mode. We don't have nuclear. We don't have private worlds at the moment. Sorry, and we don't jump into nuclear winter on these videos. So yeah, let's jump in. As that loads up, I'm going to head over to our web browser scene and we'll talk about Fallout Worlds a little bit. So Fallout Worlds has been announced for the 8th of September. So September is the 9, 8th is the 8, and 21 is the year. So Fallout Worlds is coming in a couple of weeks' time. It's currently in the PTS as it is anyway, so we've had a few weeks to dive on that because we've got Bethesda launched Fallout 76. So we've had a look at it anyway. There is a recap here. If you click through that link, I'll put this link in the description below like I normally do. There's approximately 20-minute video with, what their names, Mark Tucker and Bo Buchanan, presented by Lady Devon from the community management team as well. Lady Devon's amazing. Mark Tucker and Bo Buchanan talk about stuff that happened, you know, are sort of coming up. I'll mute that just in case we get a copyright strike or whatever. What's coming up with the new sort of Fallout Worlds thing. Now, in this panel, 21-minute panel, they don't talk about anything that's coming to adventure mode as it is. They talk about they're expanding out some of the parameters of daily ops, giving a couple of new locations and a couple of new enemy types. Not really much more than that coming to the actual game. No talk of quests. There's a very brief moment. They talk about a couple of events. But from what I'm gathering, the Halloween style trick or treat event is just going to be the Christmas Scorched or the Hunt the Mole Miner, Hunt the Treasure Hunter events. It's basically, I feel that it's going to be that reskinned instead. They're implementing a way that you can sort of go to people's camps and go trick or treating. And I think that's going to work in the same way that if anyone played Mischief Night, we've got a video of Mischief Night going on just up here. If you click that, you'll get a solo walkthrough of that event, which is no longer in game. It's no longer available to be made. You'll see there's trick-or-treating in that event. I think they're going to try and just incorporate that into camp building, which is going to be kind of... It's going to be meh, kind of, to be honest. But they're adding a couple of new seasonal events that aren't particularly exciting. If you've done any of the previous, the most exciting thing you'll get out of it is rare rewards, rare plans, that kind of thing, if they're bringing new ones in or if they're just rehashing the old ones like the Halloween suits and stuff like that. So that 20-minute video, that's all I've seen about what Fallout 76 is announcing. It looks like they're sort of sacrificing nuclear winter. That's been and gone. It's had its heyday, and you know it slowly lost interest. People lost interest in it, so they're replacing the PvP aspect of the game, which was a dedicated PvP mode, with a sort of dedicated creator mode, like build your own whatever, you know. And that's not going to have any progression over to the main game at the moment. Now there's a little bit of talk about it, like they want to get it rooted first before they can blossom it. You know, it makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. Like, you don't want to go, right, here it is. Yep, you can level. Oh, someone's exploited it. Oh my God, it's crazy. You know, you want to go in there as safest place you can go before you expand upon that. So it kind of makes sense that they're going from a very cautious standpoint. Personally, I'm not into that. I'm not really into the building thing. I've got 9 characters that do different things, you know. Building, they can all build. I'm into playing the game in different ways. And, you know, adding end game content is cool. Expeditions is on its way, but it's a long time out. So for me, QuakeCon at the moment, now I haven't seen everything, so there might be more coming out today and tomorrow. At the moment, QuakeCon for Fallout 76 is a bust, in my opinion. Now, it's opinion-based. I'm not a Fallout 76, you know, employee or anything like that. I'm an independent content creator who focuses a lot on Fallout 76. I've been here since Nuclear Winter, since before Nuclear Winter, since the thing before Nuclear Winter was even in game. I've been here since beta playing this game, so we've been here extensively. I've got nine, like I say, 9 characters. We've been doing this rodeo for a long time now, and essentially what they're doing is they had an alternative game mode, which was PvP focused, and that's had its time. It's run out, like I say. People lost interest in it after a year or so and stopped playing it, and there's a very, very small amount of people out there who still want it to go. They don't play that often. So, and they've gone, you know what? It's time to switch that up. So the alternative mode now is going to be your custom worlds. It's going to be your private worlds as well, your private server, you know, customizable, whatever. So they're basically going build centric now instead of PvP centric. So, you know, for me, because it doesn't offer that progression on your main, I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it occasionally if I get Fallout First again, and that's a big if, because I don't see any appeal at the moment for it. If I get Fallout First, then maybe I'll get that custom server and, you know, ramp up the difficulty. If also it offers progression into your main character. So if they don't sort that out, then I'm not going to be investing any extra money in it. To be honest, the rest of the year for this game does look kind of tepid, kind of bland, kind of, you know, I don't see anything here that's going to be exciting. You know, I genuinely don't. And it's a concern. I don't want to say tired, and I don't want to say bored, but they're the ways that I'm feeling towards the game. And it's not just because I stream it and play it a lot. It's because the content, the expeditions thing, that hooks you again. But that, we know there's a long way out. And between then and now, if an event comes along, it's just an event. It's just a repeatable event, you know? If another season comes out, it's just consumables and it's just cosmetics. It's not anything that really sort of offers you that difference. Now, daily ops are adding a couple of extra locations, but then it's just daily ops. It's just decryption. It's just uplink. If they bring out a new game mode, it'll just be another game mode in the same locations. You know, it's a rehash of a rehash of a rehash. If they put double mutations together, it's just mutations. We've done it. It's done. It's been done, you know? So, yeah, 2021, the back end of 2021, it looks like it's going to be a very dry aspect of the game. It's going to be a very dry community. It's going to be like people grinding through things because they said they would, rather than being excited and encouraged to do so. So that's how I feel about it. Let's jump back into the game. You know, it's not all blue skies and sunshine. And Fallout Worlds is going to be... you know, I'm not mad excited about it. If anything, I'm mad excited about being able to try different games in this time, and move away from Fallout for a bit. Maybe hit Destiny up and some other exciting titles like New World and stuff like that. So yeah, ESO might get a return as well. So maybe we'll look into other things moving forward. I was originally planning to do Fallout 76 the entire year, but I don't see that much exciting content coming from their camp at the moment. So we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, back into the game itself. We've got a couple of things we want to look at today. The daily challenges. Let's start with that. We've done the store. Daily challenges. Complete a daily op. Let's take a look at that. It looks like it's Uplink. Uplink in Valley Galleria against cultists. Cloaked when not attacking, greatly enhanced perception, so they're invisible, and then they can see you at all times. So no stealth on this one, but, you know, they're not that armor piercing, so it's not so bad. Let me just print screen of that so I can remember what it is. So yeah, Valley Galleria, cultists, not too shabby. It's okay. Complete primal cuts ×3. Now, these happen every 15 minutes at the moment, so, you know, head to one of the locations that they happen to be at, if you can fast travel there, if you're not over encumbered, and then crack on with those. Kill the enemies, play the drum, kill the enemies, jobs are good. Drink 5 Nuka-Cola. It could be any Nuka-Colas. If you don't know about that, you can go to the soda fountain in White Springs. If you don't have any Nuka-Colas, you can buy some from Bubbles upstairs. Alternatively, you can go to places like Kanawha Nuka-Cola plant. Pick up some Nuka-Cola there. Relatively straightforward stuff, really. You might even be able to craft them using the brewing station if you got the recipe. I believe Nuka-Cola Dark may consist of... well, it could work for Nuka-Cola, you know, so it could work as a Nuka-Cola. So, yeah, be sure to give that a try if you've got some. What else we got? Complete 5 of these for the gold star. Nice and easy. Sorted. Kill 2 legendary enemies. Now, a legendary enemy will turn up at every primal cuts if you get to the end of primal cuts. So take that down, you'll get the legendaries ticked off. Should be relatively simple. Level up, we've got double XP at the moment. That's a good draw for the game. So if you do want to be playing the game right now, you get double XP. Don't forget your lunchboxes and your cranberry relish and your berry mentat and your public team set to casual. Full capacity bond on that one will give you some XP as well. Don't forget your full unyielding set. Bank one, keep it in your stash, even if you're not a full unyielding build. And then for weekends like this, you put that set on and off you go. You get loads of intelligence and you'll be able to level a lot faster. Nuclear Winter, use 3 stim packs. So Farmer perk is found in Luck in the Nuclear Winter lobby. Apply that perk card, off you go. Every time you find a crate, whether it's blue, orange, yellow, you can find extra meds in there if you hit search, and you should get some stim packs. You can use full damage to actually take damage and then stim packs to replenish that health. Jobs are good. And then use photo mode while you're in a group. We're going to hop into a group right now. That one, why not? Photo mode's here. Hit space. You don't need a camera. You don't need anything like that. Once you're done, leave the team. Jobs are good. Easy score for you there. Go to gallery, go to the bottom, and remove your picture if you choose to wish to do so. So, that's the challenges out of the way. The store's out of the way as well. And that's the atomic store out of the way as well. So, I just want to talk to you a little bit about our Lord and Saviour. No, about Todd Howard. No. I want to talk to you about this game at the moment with Meat Week on. So, for me, the last few hours, I've not been on the game. But I have been on the game, but I've not been on the game. So, I've been AFK on a couple of accounts, right? Because I've got 2 accounts. I can run them both at the same time, and I can be AFK. So, Meat Week, there's a big thing going on, and it's not a bad thing. It's really not. It's a pleasant thing. It's a good thing. It might be annoying to some people, but it's genuinely just people helping while being AFK. And what we're doing is we're going over to these meat spits, and we're turning the meat spits, right? Now, the best way to do this, I've found, is to get yourself a controller. We've got a white PlayStation, a Glacier white PlayStation controller here, and get one of these little fellas. Now, this is not an elastic band, right? It looks very elasticated, right? But it's not. I bought a necklace of sweets. You know the little necklaces, and you bite them and pull them off? And the string for that is wonderful for this. So I put it around the joystick, around one of the DualShocks, and then I wrap it round and I lock it in place. That way, my camera can be panning around and I can stay in game without being booted, right? So I know it's not the greatest way of doing things, but my question to you is, do you play Meat Week or do you AFK Meat Week? Now, I do a bit of both. Now, don't get me wrong, I have been playing the last weekend or so, or this weekend, you know, the last couple of days, and I've been doing primal cuts and I've been doing Meat Week and stuff, and the rate of what you get, the plans and rewards, they're not the greatest. There you go, that's up close of the controller in action. So the right analog stick's just pointing upwards. If you do cable it, you know, your battery won't die and your game will stay on and all that stuff. So, dropping everything on the floor. That's the dedication I have for you. So in sort of recent years, people have been criticising AFKers, but because we're on the actual event, this is actually contributing to the final reward. So my question to you is, if people are AFKing, they're helping the event, but if too many people are AFKing, is that event going to finish too fast for other players to join it? That's the question, but I think, on the whole, AFKing isn't the greatest, because we've been doing this on a couple of accounts for about, I don't know, 7 hours, 8 hours, something like that. And it only comes up once an hour. So you end up with a bunch of 1-star stuff, typically armor. So low script stuff like this, and these here. We've got 7 things here, so 7 hours, which is just script, essentially, let's be honest. And then we go to the notes, and we've got the decoy ducks, the plastic fruit wreath. We've got a Charlie the Moo Moo backpack, a flamer, and Tato salad. So it's not that great, to be honest. No tenderizer, no pepper shaker. Not on this account, anyway, in the last 6 or 7 hours or whatever. So, you know, is it worth doing? Running your computer all day just so you can get a decoy duck and a plastic fruit wreath? You know, is it really worth doing? I don't know. It's down to the individual, isn't it? It's subjective, I suppose. So, you know, decoy ducks, fruit wreath, potato salad, flamer, Charlie the Moo Moo backpack. And I'll be honest, I'm coming from a place here where I'll pick up these plans. I'm not looking to sell them and make profit or anything like that. I'm looking to just collect them. Because the end game for this game is Scorch Beast Queen, Wendigo Colossus, right? And then after that, once you've done that a few times and you're like, yep, running silos, yep. You've seen our video on running a silo at walking speed, right? Video should be up in the corner. It becomes a grind. The end game for this game is a grind for 3 things, I would say. Number 1, improvement of your legendary gear, which is weapons, armor, and power armor. Power armor has just been added, so it's something to grind towards, right? That's number 1. Number 2, collection of all plans, right? This is end game content. It's not fucking Scorch Beast Queen. No, it's not end game content. Earl, it's not end game content. They're bosses near the end of the game. In fact, they're bosses towards the middle of the game. To be fair, right? End game, it's just more of a chore. You go down there, you shoot it a bit, you get your 1,000 damage, you stand there and wait, right? That's the end game content, quest wise. But the 3 things that you're searching for is better gear than you've got. That's why you go around killing legendaries, right? That's end game. Collecting all the plans, so all the rare plans from seasonal events like Meat Week, Treasure Hunters, Festive Scorched, or whatever that's called, and so on, right? And the 3rd thing is collecting all the rare items, right? Now, I'm not talking about rare plans, I'm talking about rare items like the asylum dresses and that kind of thing, and all the longshoreman outfits and all this stuff, right? So them 3 are your end game content. Now, improving your gear is great because you're out on the road and you're doing stuff. Cool. But the other 2 things, right, and this is what's important, and this is why this sort of falls into Fallout Worlds, right? The other 2 things both apply to making your camp and person look good. And that's why Fallout Worlds is focused on building, because everyone who's sort of high level, they've got the gear that they need. So they're looking for the plans that they don't have, you know? They're looking for the healing salves from the Mire, I think it is, and stuff like that, is more of a completionist kind of thing. So that also ties into the Atomic Store, because Atomic Store items, cosmetics, and the rare outfits in game, cosmetics, and the plans in game for not necessarily the weapons, but for the cosmetics as well. It all sort of bundles together, and that's why Fallout Worlds is a thing, I suppose. That's my take on it anyway. So, yeah, endgame content, your Scorch Beast Queen and your Earl, there needs to be, you know, 10 different versions of that in 10 different locations across the map, giving players a massive go at it. It just needs to be something like that. Yeah, I'm not here to think of their, you know, future concepts and stuff, but, like, I'm hoping Expeditions isn't just a one-time thing. It's 10 different places, 10 different bosses, off you go. It might not be on the main map, on the paper map that we know and, dare I say, love. It's a fun map, but like 5 to 10 different locations off the map in places you can go and explore. Maybe the size of Far Harbor. You know, I'm asking for far too much. I do understand that, but that's what I'd like to see this game turn into down the line. If you've got any thoughts and comments, let me know in the comments below. But from me, for now, take care of yourselves. Peace and love to you and yours, and I'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, I think the game's a little stagnant at the moment, but with community feedback through the Discord and through the Reddit and so on, I reckon this game could be pushed in the right direction again in the not too distant future. So yeah. Catch you on the next one. That's it from me. See you soon.